all eyes are in the air after the United States Air Force, USAF, deployed a very brutal aircraft designed to do damage in the fiercest way that you can imagine. It's almost like the most dangerous aircraft in the sky, and it would most likely have enemy forces scrambling for a way to protect against it. It's an aircraft designated for participation in electronic attacks, and it's headed right for the Korean Peninsula. It's called the EC-130H Compass Call, and it flew from Japan to South Korea. Specifically, it went airborne from Yokota Air Base and landed at the Osan Air Base, which is the location in South Korea. This has many heads on the rise as they ponder what's going on and why would such a deadly electronic warfare vehicle have traveled to and from the previously mentioned locations. Why does South Korea need a hot item like the Compass Call to be in their airbase? Is this indicative of future actions to provide that bloody nose that was rumored to happen? Is this a reaction to the false alarm in Hawaii where people thought they were about to be nuked? What's the truth behind the positioning of the deadly electronic crushing beast? InfoWars reports. According to the U.S. Air Force, the Compass Call, which landed in Japan on January 4 after traveling from Arizona's Davis-Monthan Air Force Base, is capable of delivering precision electronic attacks to disrupt enemy communications. Compass Call is the Air Force's premier electronic attack platform, Lieutenant Colonel Matthew Cunningham, an EC-130 aircraft commander, said last August. It is the CFAC's only autonomous communications jamming, electronic attack asset. This unique autonomy is attributed to a crew of about a dozen highly specialized, competent airmen. The aircraft, a modified C-130 Hercules, has most recently been used against the Islamic State in Iraq and Syria as part of Operation Inherent Resolve. The aircraft's deployment comes as the Pentagon quietly prepares for a potential conflict with North Korea. The true reason for the deployment of the Compass Call is unknown. People aren't exactly sure, no one is speaking, and the only thing we have is our own speculation. If this is a quick jab being prepared to land on the nose of North Korea, then there could be more than just a little blood. The Compass Call causes damage that results in other damage creating itself. It's like dropping the electronic version of a nuclear bomb. Other ideas could be along the self-defense and preparation for a counterattack if North Korea goes on the offensive. If they did that, then they'd feel a partial wrath from the United States, as it wouldn't take too much effort to wipe North Korea off the map like a toddler wiping snot from their nose. North Korea can barely launch their own weaponry during tests, so there's not much fear from them as of yet. No one is truly worried about the country that can barely launch its own weapons. Perhaps they have a big one waiting for us and they're sending misinformation whenever they speak of their missile tests which aren't entirely successful. If you're wondering what the Compass Call can do, then here's more information from the aviationist. The role of the Compass Call is to disrupt the enemy's ability to command and control their forces by finding, prioritizing and targeting the enemy communications. This means that the aircraft is able to detect the signals emitted by the enemy's communication and control gear and jam them so that the communication is denied. The original mission of the EC-130H was said, suppression of enemy air defenses. The Compass Call were to jam the enemy's IADS, integrated air defense systems, and to prevent interceptors from talking with the radar controllers on the ground, or aboard an airborne early warning aircraft. Throughout the years, the role has evolved, making the aircraft a platform capable of targeting also the signals between EVs, unmanned aerial vehicles, and their control stations. What basically happens is that electronics, radar, etc. become jammed and chaos breaks out among their forces. It also appears to immobilize some of the defensive weaponry of the enemy, thus making our attacks more effective. Just think, whatever is out there that we know of, there are probably things 10 times stronger and we have no idea what they are. That's how amazing our military is, and enemies have every reason to fear their wrath if they ever challenge us.